Hey, you crazy cats, welcome to Leaving Crazy Town, where we navigate the roller coaster of relationships, mental health, and personal transformation with humor as our trusty seatbelt.
Hi, I'm Sarah, and with my buddy Finn, we're here to share our real stories, expert insights, practical tips to help you break free from codependency, reclaim your life, and find freedom.
So whether you're wrestling with boundary issues, craving connections that won't ghost you, or just here for a front row seat to the wild ride of self-discovery, you've come to the right place.
So buckle up, we're leaving Crazy Town.
Hey, welcome to Leaving Crazy Town with Finn and Sarah. Sarah, what are we going to talk about today?
Why am I always the one that gets asked that topic? Hey, Finn, what we're going to do today is really one of the main behaviors of codependency, the main experiences of codependency, which
I don't
is
want to hurt your feelings.
I don't want to hurt your feelings. I mean,
I can't tell them the truth. They're going to be so sad and upset and hurt. I can't be honest about how I feel. I'd rather just, stay with them even though I can't stand them so they don't have hurt feelings. Come on, people.
Yes. We hear this all the time from people. I can't say this. I can't do this. I really don't want to hurt them. They can't handle it. On and on and on. It's a huge distorted belief of codependency.
I hate Italian food, but I'm going to go eat it because I don't want to upset my family.
Right. So what happens when we say that to ourselves? Basically, what we're saying is these people that we love are totally incapable of having a feeling. I mean, that's really it. That if they have a feeling, they're going to explode.
That's the message we're sending. But the truth is, I'm not capable of allowing them to have their feelings because it might make me have a feeling.
Yes, Ben, that's exactly right. So, folks, this is the thing. I know you don't like this one, but it's really not about our children having feelings, our spouses having feelings, our bosses having feelings, our friends having feelings. It's about us having to tolerate what's going to happen when I tell my child they can't play video games, or when I tell my spouse I want to separate, or when I tell my friend I'm angry with them, or whatever. It's really nothing about them having feelings.
Sarah's been angry with me before and we've survived.
We've survived. That's right. And how do we survive? We survive by just sharing our own experience. So this is the real truth of it. When you don't speak up and say the hard thing, you're treating someone like they're just not capable. And that's really disrespectful.
Well, what if I were to say to you, Sarah, no, I know that my nephew can handle hurt feelings. I just don't want to be the one to make him feel hurt feelings.
So why would you be taking away the experience of someone to get practice at feeling feelings?
With someone safe, right?
Because again, avoiding any time. I mean, part of being human is having negative feelings.
But it's such a hard thing for people to really understand that.
Yes.
You're not really choosing to not speak up because you're so selfless that you love this person in your life. It is really your own underlying fear. And the faster you can get to that and, understand it, the more freedom there is. And the best it is for everyone.
Yes. And that's a really great exercise for people to think about. When you're stuck and you think, oh, this person can't handle it, I want you to look at what fear is getting activated from the past that really has nothing to do with this situation.
Yeah. Sometimes to get to that, what I'll do with myself is I'll say, okay, if I say no to Sarah about lunch on Saturday, and she's going to be upset. Like, I don't want to upset her. So to walk through my own stuff, I'll be like, all right, imagine Sarah upset with you. What does that feel like? Like, I try to imagine the worst case scenario that I fear
Got
happening,
it.
and it
Right.
helps get to the deeper underlying issue.
Got it. That it's really not about me. It's something that's getting activated for you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But I
And
walk through like all those things I don't want to happen, imagining what if they did?
what if they did?
What if they?
Right.
Because
Right.
ultimately, none of it's not going to be terrible. It's just usually some underlying. It's always, for me, it always goes back to childhood stuff.
Right. Right. But that's a great question to ask yourself too, is like, what is so painful about someone having a feeling? I mean, I had to do this with my son a lot. Well, with myself and my son, is when I was afraid of him having some experience, I'd say, well, what are you really afraid of? This is the best thing for him, to learn how to have a feeling, to learn how to process feelings, experience feelings. I mean, it's how to be human. And that's the thing for you parents out there. When you're trying to protect your kids from having a feeling experience, you are not doing service for them at all.
Yeah,
Right?
I definitely, me personally, a lot of my fear around someone else having a feeling was growing up with people who didn't handle feelings well,
Yes.
and rate to
Yes.
rage or abandonment, or
Right.
they shut you out, like you spoke your truth and then they never talk to you again. And
Right.
uh,
Right. Yeah, so because of all these past experiences, that's what creates the fear. But one thing we try to do on this channel is remember that to have these experiences, you don't want to then generalize it to every human being you come in contact with in your future. But that's what happens with fear. We have an experience, and suddenly every human being now we treat like we engage with our mother or whatever.
yeah.
So things to remember: you're helping someone build self-esteem when you let them have experiences and walk through them. Okay. That's what helps my son feel better about himself, when he sees he got through something.
And I
So,
also know, like, I'm sure it feels good for you and others when you let someone else have their experience and you're present and supportive for them as they go through it.
yes,
It makes your
yes,
relationship closer.
absolutely. Absolutely. Yes.
I mean,
And you're
obviously, if you're ending a relationship, it probably isn't going to be closer, but you can do it with compassion and honesty instead of, say, I see this all the time. Couples, they don't want to be together. Nobody wants to hurt each other. Nobody
Yep.
says anything. Next thing you know,
Yep.
they're cheating or
Yep.
they're alcohol or drug abuse or whatever.
Yep.
So they're trying to exit it and making the whole scenario worse than just
Yes.
picking up.
Yes. And that's the other thing that we were talking about, is that by you not being able to tolerate your feelings to say something that may hurt someone is being dishonest in the relationship, right?
Right.
You're actually saying to yourself, I can't be honest here, so I'm going to hold back. And yet that's going to be a continued lie in the relationship, which does not create intimacy. So there are so many reasons why not to do it. And again, just try in small ways and see that people survive their feelings and you're helping them.
And it's
It's
not
that
easy
simple.
at first to speak up,
No.
watch someone get upset, and let them have their feelings. But,
Yes.
my suggestion in that scenario was if you manage to speak up, that's great. A lot of
Yes.
people try to take it back after someone gets upset.
Yes.
So maybe counting to 10 in your head, breathing, pausing, just not opening. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to do anything. You can just try not to say anything, not to open your mouth. Like, just hold your breath for a minute, count to 10,
Yes.
do whatever you have to kind of calm yourself down when someone else is upset to ride.
Right. Yes. Right. Absolutely. Just tolerating your own experience. I was going to say, and then we could get into, obviously, if someone's going to be inappropriate or start screaming or whatever, you have to set a boundary. But in general, it's really about taking care of yourself in the experience. Okay. We're leaving crazy town. Tolerate those feelings and let people, it sounds so crazy when you say let people have their experience, but you're helping them build self-esteem and life skills. We're leaving. Fasten your seatbelt.
We're out of here.
Thanks for listening to Leaving Crazy Town. We hope today's episode offered you valuable insights and tools to help navigate your relationships.
If you found our discussion helpful, please rate, review, and subscribe to our podcast. And share it with a friend. Misery loves company, right?
Stay connected with us on social media and visit our website for additional resources and updates on future episodes.
Until next time, remember that breaking free from codependency is a journey, and we're here to help you every step of the way. And hey, if all else fails, at least you'll have a few laughs.
So buckle up. We're leaving Crazy Town.